Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Welcome back. If you are watching this. Okay. So this is the fourth iteration of this sculpt. Just adding more detail till I get crazy enough to try to render it again. And I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know what else I can do here. There is one thing I want to fix. I think it's from this. There is a bit of detail over here that I need to add. So I don't know what to do with this part. Whoop, wrong color. Mm. Just trying to decide what to do. Because it's been a while, so I don't know to go back to this. Hey Zabi, always forgot to look at the top of the chat where the comments are. I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you? Trying to finish this thing. Hope. Notifications. Well, I don't know why I don't have sound. I should. How do I do that? I don't. Um, are you live right now? I damn it. You were painting. I need to check my notifications. Oh, ZBrush. I've never used that software. I've heard many things, good and bad. Like the bad ones are related to the interface, but I actually have no idea. I don't know how good or bad it is on the interface. I know the software is amazing for sculpting. And a gift from who, if I may ask? Is it because I don't have Oculus, I don't have Medium. Ah, yeah. Oh, true. You have what could the Vive, the HTC Vive. Is it circuitry? Is the what? already there. And how is, I'm sometimes too lazy to get into new VR environments. How does Neos work? Is it I mean, if you create something in Neos, can you export it and use it in another program? Is that allowed? Oh. Oh, cool. I was not aware that you can export on them. I'm usually quite I don't know how to say that thing. Adverse. I don't know, like negative reaction if I know that things cannot be exported. So I recall this animation software. How is it called? Tiwari. I think you can't export. Well, I haven't checked for a while, but the fact that I can't export the animation has made me not use it. I've been quite away from that software because of that. So that happened, and I don't know. I mean, I know Tibori has their options to export animation. Well, I mean, it is supposed for them to have it, but and they have their own renderer. But I am too stubborn when on the look of the things I do. So the animation, the final render, cannot be for me on Tibori. I need to export that into Blender and have a particular look because I am that stubborn. So that's why I haven't used Tibori in a while. Well, I don't know. It just I'm stubborn. I don't know if cohesive is the word. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like to export the thing, and I mean, if I wanted to use it in Blender, cool, and if I wanted to use it in a Unity, cool. That's what I want. I want that capacity of knowing that I can use it anywhere. Man, this is weird. This is a weird piece. What the hell is this? News VR is more like a place to put all your art and arrange it so that people can experience your art in VR without having to buy all the expensive art making programs where to buy. Yeah, that's actually one of my concerns about the things we're doing, that we are pretty much producing a lot of art, and it is basically enclosed in our computers for no one else to see, and that's a bit sad. um, uh, as a developer myself, I know I can, and that's actually what I'm doing, creating a VR environment to upload a few things here and there and try them. But yeah, there is a need for a unified way to visualize everybody's art. I mean, I was talking earlier in a post in Oculus Medium Artist Group with Henry Schutz, because, well, he usually creates this massive sculpts. Let's say like this one is super high poly. I think that the last one, um, the last model I exported from this was 4 million uh, uh, vertices. So it's super huge, and all his stuff is totally enclosed, and he can only render, and I mean that's fine by him, but I sometimes want to see what he does in VR. Anything that we do is in VR, and we cannot visualize it in VR, and that is sad. So there's the thing. I mean, I know that Oculus has a tool. Actually, they have a tool here for export. But when you do that, the quality of the model is totally butchered, and I hate that. So that's why I exported myself here with the export option, this export option, and I exported to 100% the quality, and then I do my own retopology and all that stuff, and that means that I can try to preserve most of the quality of the original model. But then what happens after that? It becomes a render, or I try to export that into Sketchfab. Sketchfab has a limit. Of course, you can pay for that. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay for that because I'm a cheap bastard. And yeah, I mean, huge amounts of art, probably bigger sculpts than this. They are on our hard drives, and that's a bit stupid. I want to see them. I want a full online gallery, and I know that Neos VR is well, it sounds like an attempt to fix that. But again, well, I think I've never mentioned that, but everyone is trying to, it seems, replicate the Oasis, having their own enclosed environment. I mean, like Facebook. So what happens with that platform? It's closed. What happens if it disappears? What happens with all that data, all that effort? So I am more, probably because I'm a software engineer, because I'm more on the side of the open web. So I mean, I will go on the side of Sketchfab, but Sketchfab, as I said, they have the limitations. But if you have your own server, you can upload your files. You can have your own gallery there. Of course, that's a pain. Not everyone is a software engineer. There are a lot of artists that have that limitation. Henry is one of them. They cannot export their models with the quality they deserve, and there is a huge gap right now on what and how to share your content without being a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's why I'm sticking with Neos and learning so much about it, because I'm creating a VR art gallery for myself in there. All we can do right now is print and video our art, but yeah, the experience is going to happen in a place like Neos VR. People can go in their gear and walk around and go from world to world. Oh, I have a pop-up there. I need to remove this and see and see the art socially. Yeah, it's Neos VR I'm guessing an app that you have to download, right? Um, because I mean, even myself, I'm creating um, a Unity application to upload a few models or environments, and I don't know how much that is going to weight in the end. I mean, probably a couple of gigabytes, and who's going to download that? And that's my issue with that type of closed environment. But I guess it's only me. I don't know if there is a more streamlined way to work with those things. I know Mozilla has a way to create environments, but they use Sketchfab. I am unsufferable. So the models have to be prepped for general viewing in VR with programs like Blender because they are too large geometry-wise to support. Yeah. That's uh, the rule of thumb for any software. I mean, this how much this weighted last time I exported, like I don't know, a gigabyte. I don't want to check right now, but I know the file I exported last time was huge, so it's a lie to say that people is going to download this monkey just to see it. So it has to be decimated, and it's you need to bake the textures and all that stuff, and that takes time. That takes a lot of time, and not everyone is I would say ready for that. I mean, I bet this is like Henry again. Going back to Henry. Henry only likes to create art and create a render, and that's it. And myself, I would love to just do that. But if I want my models to be seen by someone else, I need to clean them. I need to create the textures in images, export the images, make sure it all works. And it takes a lot of time. I mean, it's fun. It's fun for me, at least. It's fun to prepare all that. But I've heard a lot of people that they usually hate the process of UV unwrapping, creating seams, And I understand it takes you away from the art. And what's the fun in that if you're an artist? I probably have more taste for that because software engineering is usually, or coding in general, is quite plain. So doing some UV unwrapping is like it's a nice change. I want to do this. Oh. Looks cute. So yeah, I'm a bit stubborn. I know I'm stubborn. Um, but I mean, I recall there was this tool called A-frame. The first time it showed up, it appeared. It was like this magic tool to create um, 3D and VR on the web, and I was very skeptical. And I recall I said I that I thought it was a bad idea. I said that because they were creating custom tags for objects or 3D references of objects. I mean, like a div tag. So you create a scene, you create an object tag, or texture tags and all that. And I don't know why, but I was really annoyed because of that. And I said, well, I don't like it, but I hope in the future you can change my mind. And I think, well, it was too because it was just starting, so they didn't have a lot of features, and I totally hated because of that. And then they added more and more features, and I started to like it. So I hope that all these um, um, all these groups or companies, let's say VR chat, Outspace VR, News VR, which are social experiences to create art and talk with people. Um, that I hope I am wrong about that. I mean, it's not like I'm going to stop them. It's just I'm skeptical. I mean, if I were a little bit smarter, I will download it. I will download the Neos VR and try it myself to convince myself if it's a good idea or not. But I haven't, so probably I shouldn't be uttering an opinion about it. Um, what? What? Uh, what? What? Oh. I think the social places in VR will become very involved and perform like web series. Oh, I really hope that. That will be amazing. That will be totally crazy if that really happens. Have you seen that Futurama episode where they go to the internet and they put these huge VR suits? You can look for that on Google. It's just like quick search them Futurama VR or something like that, of the Futurama internet, something like that. Just I want to look at that stupid scene. They put this huge VR suits, full body suits, like a wetsuit. So it's a full body experience when they are on the internet, and they actually go to a physical place. So that would be amazing if that happens someday. You know, I have this thing on Amazon Prime, so I know I can subscribe technically for free with my Twitch Prime, but I've tried to subscribe to you a couple of times because I know that helps. I know that helps. Even a subscription helps, and but I don't know when I supposed to subscribe because um, I tried again today and it says no, it's only available April 6th, and I was like, what if? So I don't know if it's that specific day I should subscribe or what the hell. So I don't understand that. I don't think I'm subscribed. The thing is, every time I try to subscribe, the button says um, you can try until this particular date. So it seems like I miss the particular date, and I am no longer able to subscribe. So I don't know how it works. I I I think I'm not subscribed. I know I follow you, but I think I'm not subscribed yet because of that weird button that tells me particular date. Oh, so I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I can, well, I will I'll take a snapshot next time. To show you that. Just like it says, no, you have to. No, it says it's available April 6th, and that's it. And I don't understand. It has happened 2 times already. So I don't know if I have to put myself a reminder on April 6th. To see if I can subscribe to you. What have you found? Just like Oh. They say make sure on your subscription page that there are no other active subs. What? So what? Act, well, so that means I'm subscribed to someone else already? But so I can only subscribe to only one person with Twitch Prime per month? Is then if it still says not yet, when you try, then you might need to submit a ticket. Okay. So I'm being robbed, basically. Um, One person per Twitch Prime per month. Yes. Oh, I thought I could subscribe to all my friends. That would be cool if I could subscribe to all of you. What? Get away. I will see. I will see. I mean, a month per friend is not a bad idea. But I need to catch that button. And how many subscribers do you need to, or I mean followers, I guess, to allow subscriptions in Twitch? I don't know that. How many emotes do you get on the other sub? Oh, emotes? What? You mean what? How many emotes do I get on the other? What other sub? These are my emotes for my subscribe. It seems that I don't understand what you are telling me. I'm sorry. If I subscribe, I put emotes on. I don't understand, Sabi. um. Well, yeah. The colorful images are the emotes, but what do you mean by other sub? I don't know if I need to increase the resolution for this. How much resolution do I have in this cube yet? If I increase the resolution, I might lose a piece of the model. I don't know if I want to do it. I should try. I don't want to do it. When you subscribe to someone's channel, you get to use their emotes in chat. The other stuff I'm talking about is the other person's channel. Okay, I get it now. I'm teasing you about this. I'm saying if you subscribe to my channel, you get to use my emotes. I'm asking what does the other channel offer so I can win yourself. I don't know if I'm subscribed to anyone else, so I don't know. I follow various channels, but I don't think that I've subscribed to that accidentally. I recall one time a dude in a channel gifted me with a subscription, but I didn't take it. I don't know if that counts. I don't want to increase the resolution only for these weird lines. It seems like a stupid thing to do. The thing is, each time you increase the resolution, it becomes a bit difficult to smooth through. It is easier to use when the resolution is smaller. I guess because it's easier for the tool to calculate between less vertices, and it can create a flatter shape. But if you use a higher resolution, it only uses the area where you are smoothing, so that's I mean, I'm already using a lot of resolution, and that's only for this part, and I have like how many layers? What is this? I think it's the floor. Yeah, 4 layers. If someone goes gifts you a sub, it applies right away. Oh, so I have to. Okay, I have to check that, dude. Then that. But it was only a month. It makes no sense. I mean, if it is a separate subscription, then why are they removing my Twitch Prime subscription? I don't even watch that guy a lot. Okay, so this is the same piece. Yeah, because I'm an idiot. I should have used this piece separate. So, what am I gonna do? I'm going to do this guy. I should be more consistent with these things. This is gonna take ages. Whee! No, no. Oh, I know what I have to do. Last time what I did was like using the size of the controller as a guide. So stupid. So I did a thing like this and like this, and I did this for what I call the telescope, this thing, and it took me ages. So I am that stupid. I don't want to do it again, but I'm gonna have to do it again. Oh, man. I gotta check. I mean, I have to ask because we're losing money. No. That was stupid. Oh shit. Looks ugly. Oh, thank you. You didn't have to. I get paranoid when I have public. Does not happen to you? You have a lot of public all the time. I usually enter for a while. I don't say anything, and then I go away. I don't say a thing because I am that way. if how is that called? Stage fright. If there's a lot of people watching you, your channel, if you have that. Yes, but let the chat just talk to each other. I mean, if suddenly there were here 1,000 people, I don't know what would I do? I'd probably close everything and say good night and say, okay, everybody, good night. It's been fun, but I feel I will probably feel like someone is staring at me. Oh yeah, this is mirrored, so I don't have to do the other side. Haha. Totally forgot about it. I still have to do the side. I got so nervous at first, especially when things went wrong, but you already get used to it. You always have interesting things to say. I have interesting things to say. Oh cool, thank you. I talk a lot. I know I talk a lot. I try. I think. Well, that's what I think. I think I try to know a bit about everything. I know. No, I don't know everything. But I try to know a bit about everything. Once I got more of an audience, I had to make people moderators. Yes, I've seen that in other channels. But I guess that implies that you should know that people too, right? Like real life friends, humans. Do you know those beings called humans? They usually babble a lot. But they came from Twitch. I got to know them. Well, I mean, yeah. You should know them. Let's say, like you know me. That it's kind of trusty person. It's not like you're going to pick any rando in and hey, let me be your moderator. I will crucify everyone that tries to say something stupid. mean, you have to know them a bit. That's what I meant. Not exactly real life friends, but someone you know um, from. I mean, if from your chat, you can pick one of the first followers, and I'm hosting you. Oh, that's scary. Trusting people. What the hell is that? I don't know what's that. But yeah. I mean, um, and what is the. Well, I understand what a moderator does, but I don't know what the moderator does in a Twitch chat. What are their godlike powers? Can they ban people? Can they? What can they do? Sure. I am very, very scared. You can't see because the mirror line will let me see. No. Man, there is. Oh, I can add a couple here. Just a match. And no harm. And because I'm paranoid, I save like every 5 minutes. They can help you control the commands that you allow them, like mine. Hello with skipping songs. Typos. Yeah. Sometimes I get confused with the typos. With skipping songs or adding points to people, banning trolls. You know what happened the other day? Talking about losing work. I think it's a glitch for Medium. Um, I think I have to report that to the Medium team because I think it was kind of stupid. Usually these things happen because you get distracted, but it should not happen. I was like, let's say I was trying to save this here, or I don't know what I hit. I guess I hit save as accidentally with the bunny, the stupid bunny I sculpted a few days ago. So I guess I hit accidentally save as, and it popped the obviously the window. Let me show you this window. So when I saved, but I think because it was overriding what I already did, it was too fast. It saved too fast because there was no changes, I guess. So I tried to save again, but when I did that, it wasn't actually it was still saving. that last operation. So I don't know what happened, and when I saved again, it interrupted the last save. So one of the layers got cut in half, and that part is lost. So I don't want to load it because I don't want to load this again. But here's the bunny. So as you can see, the 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 wood from the tracks was cut in half, but that could have happened to um, any layer on the sculpt, and and that was stupid. So, but I guess it's not my fault. It's just like a weird process from a medium. But can you imagine that happened to this sculpt? I will have to buy a ticket plane and go to the US and kill somebody because that is. I don't want that to happen. Can you imagine this cut in half? I will be sad. I'll be very very sad. And I think I've never lost work. I think I'm not sure, except for this time. Um, I'm usually quite paranoid saving stuff that comes from again um, because of a software engineer. You write code like 5 lines, and you have this tick of pressing Control S. Um, and, and it just sticks to everything you do in any software. It doesn't matter what you do. Um, you have to save and it never goes away. It's something already engraved in my brain. What is that emote? It's like what is a robot? It's a couple of seats together. What's next? I think pretty much the engineer space jockey is kind of complete. I think so. Oh, what I want to do now is trying to complete the floor, and the floor looks more like this one right here, and then I will continue with the environment here, but it's a plank in VR gear with X eyes for what is that icon? A tombstone? Okay, so how do I do this? Oh boy. See many concentric circles and radius, radial lines, and a lot of crazy stuff. You know, this would have been a great time to have done this piece separate because I will have used it here. But I didn't. I didn't think about it. So what I do now? What time it is? I just want to run away. It's 10 and 11 p.m. So it's too early to run away. think I have an hour. So I can't continue because I don't know what to do with that piece yet. Uh, but I will stay here because I need to do it, obviously. So, but I have to think what to do. I am tempted to create a new layer just to, let's say, create this piece and grind it out. What do you mean? Probably I don't get the expression. Grind, like carve it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that expression. Grind it out. That's new to me. There was one expression that Kevin Ang said the other day. I never heard that, and took me by surprise. But I have Urban Dictionary, so I was not surprised after that. But I am in VR right now, so I can look for that expression right now. So okay, again, a new layer, a new layer. So if I create a layer, then later I can copy that, place the pieces, but there is still a lot of detail at the bottom of those radial lines. Oh man. Okay, no problem. So or I will not do that and try to sculpt here in the back, which I know I have some missing space here. So I know that there is there. Oop. The thing is, I don't have a pictures from the back, so I don't know what to do here except for this one. And okay, this is the angle, so it seems like it has a shape like this here, and as like this, and this. What? Okay, this go back up like from here. One of this. Nope. It's not exactly like this, but I'm trying to replicate it. not what I want to do. Hey, what's up, Henry? We're talking about you because we love you. Henry Schutz is watching on YouTube. That's the news. And Sabi is watching on Twitch. This is like... should this be bigger? I don't know if Henry can see the Twitch chat, but basically, Henry, Sabi is telling you to come to Twitch. No, we can see each other's chat on different platforms. Okay. Okay. I can see all of you because of the, at least that option from Restream. Stream.io. Is the sculpt competition over already? The one meeting was doing the one when they have to go to a venue like London and then go to Japan. I think not, or I don't know. Henry was in one of those in London, but at least what Kevin told me is that they are keeping their results until May because they want to release like a special video special when they tell the whole story. So we don't know what the results are, even if that thing is over yet. But I don't know. I actually don't know. Good evening, Mitch Valley. I guess you're one of Sabi's friends. today I'm continue sculpting this beautiful monster. If you haven't seen it yet, um, from the Alien universe. I would love to be paid on chocolate. Yeah, this is the thing I'm sculpting. I sculpted this for a couple of weeks, I think, or 3 weeks, but just in like 6 hour spans. Um, and sometimes I get bored, and I don't do the same thing for days. So I still have a dinosaur, a Triceratops, that I need to finish. Um, but it often happens that I get bored of the thing I'm doing, and I do other things while I get interested again in the subject at hand. Like in this case, the space jockey. Oh, I recall why it's not working, this moving tool. It's because I have to do this. There you go. Chocolate M&M's. Skeleton guy. Have you seen Alien, Sabi? Or any related movies about the Alien universe? It is from originally from Alien and also from Prometheus. Um, it's called the Space Jockey, and on the original Alien, and it's called the engineer on the Prometheus movie. They are a bit different in both movies, but it's the same type of alien that resides inside this thing. Alien is one of those movies that many movies I have only watched them until recently. Um, Alien probably 3 years ago. No, it was prior Prometheus. So, and I watched that movie because I wanted to go to see a Prometheus. Um, and I love that movie. And there's also the Thing. The Thing is from the 80s too, and that's another movie that I watched until last year, and I don't know why um, I didn't watch that movie before, because it's amazing. It's so weird because The Thing should be like a terror movie, but it has some sub themes there that are quite interesting. So that's what makes the movie for me. Not the horror. The horror is fun. I mean, the puppets are amazing, but the ideas that are in the movie are quite interesting. Yes, they are in the same universe. If it's from Ridley Scott, they are in the same universe. So, um, it's been said, but I don't know if that's true, that Blade Runner is on the same universe as Prometheus, because there are a few repeated items in between movies. But I don't recall that I have seen any repeated items in those movies. I'll have to watch them again. I'm not sure. So, Prometheus was confusing. Well, I don't know if it was confusing. I think it is pretty clear. I think it's pretty easy to understand. Um, or that's what delusional fools like me think, that we understand the movie. But I like it. I like it. It helps understanding some of the backstory. I heard that about Blade Runner. I like, well, um, Prometheus. It's weird. It's weird because, well, I guess most of the subcontext of the movie I've read that online, not in the movie, or seen videos, interviews. I mean, that's what I think. It's not the way to experience a movie, by reading online. You know, that information should be in the movie, but Ridley Scott usually does that. There is, I think, a saying that says, um, I mean, they say, "Show, don't tell." It, it means that you should, in a movie, expose the audience with visual content instead of two people talking about it. And Ridley Scott is one of those kings of show don't tell, but they absolutely show and don't tell a thing. The other one that does that a lot is Zack Snyder. So that's why I think people get confused with the movies, because they absolutely don't explain anything. And a lot of things of Prometheus are explained in, I don't know, interviews or stuff like that. So from Prometheus, the aliens or the engineers are going to Earth to kill humans, but that's not explained. And I think it was in an interview, Ridley Scott explained that, at least in this universe, Jesus is one of those engineers that was sent to Earth, and that's why the engineers are going to Earth to destroy it, because we killed Jesus. And that is obviously not in the movie, but they make weird references in the movie, like they arrive to the planet on December the 25th, and you see the captain, played by Idris Elba, hanging uh, hanging the thingies on the Christmas tree. So it's implied. The things are implied but are not explained, and that could be annoying. And then the post-credit scene from Prometheus is this alien that that it drips through the back of the engineer, but it doesn't look um, like a full xenomorph. They call it Deacon because of the shape of the head. So it just adds to the confusion. And that the planet they arrive is not actually the planet from the first Alien movie. And that the engineers are not as tall as this original engineer, because in the first movie they are like very small, like very short, like this, and they, or like this, and they jump over the thing to check the hole in his chest, its chest. And in Prometheus, the engineer it's quite tall, but it's not as tall as the one in Alien. And apparently they are the same species, but Ridley Scott went for the a more natural approach. So he wanted to use a human, I mean, an actor, to play the engineer, probably because he was cheap and was trying to save a buck. Have you seen that movie from Ridley Scott, All the Money in the World, that had a Kevin Spacey? So when that thing from Kevin Spacey happened, he decided to cut Kevin Spacey from the movie, so he had to reshot again the parts where Kevin Spacey was. So he hired Christopher Plummer, and and he shot that like in I don't know, in a few days. And he did it. I saw the movie, so I know that there are a few green screens here and there, but I think that's how cheap Ridley Scott is. He just doesn't care. He just wanted to finish the movie. Oh, what? Oh, what happened here? You see, this is what happens the last time. This window. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is going to break my sculpt. Oh no 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 no. I'm going to set this as active. Just a moment. This as active layer. So save. Oh boy, I'm going to create a new file. I don't want to. If by accident I try to overwrite that file. I'm going to cry. Nope. Setting at the end. It's not letting me save. Here, save. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, Mitch Berry. See you later. I don't think I will see you again. Unless Savvy invites you. That's nice. It's nice to have friends. Sure. Okay. I hope I haven't destroyed the mesh. Seems fine. So what I was doing, the back. There are a few weird things here. The thing is, I don't have a picture from the back. I was not careful enough to find a picture from the back. So I'm just trying to copy a bit what I see here. Nothing. Oh. Nothing. Right. And who is going to see this? I mean, nobody. Okay. There is like huge spine in the middle. Yeah. I can do this a little bit bigger. And it's just one. Seems to be quite huge. And that reach, is it just one? It's like three. I'm wrong. It's like three. There's like one. No. No. This is a bit hard. Okay. There's that one. And then yes, another one from here. You miss everything. We discovered great knowledge from humanity, and we are a better and a happier persons. That's what happened. And you just missed that, and you can never be happy again. That's what happened. Ooh, glitch. Basic. What the hell? Yeah, yeah. You got to be that way, right? Right now, from forever. I mean, that's the thing. To be basic from now on. That's the thing. I'm so sad for you. That's what happened, and yeah. Sadness intensifies. Um, no, of course not. We didn't find happiness. We are sad beings. No, the only thing that happened. Well, I don't. How long did you get lost? Um, emo stream? Am I doing the emo stream? Yes, yep. Sadness. Sadness is my thing now. I'm going to do a very very sad show from now on. Hey Swan, how are you? We are going to be sad from now on. That's that is what's going to define us as persons right now. uh, so it's quarter to 11th hour. I still have a bit more of time, and I don't want to be up that late, even when sometimes I just go to bed at 2 a.m. Yes, we are horrible people, and by being here, you have become one too. What's this? That's weird. So, can barely see that image. Marex, Marex from YouTube. Why aliens? Is that a question? It's why this one? Why not? It's the space jockey. It has a lot of shapes and balls and shapes. I'm starting to feel bad about talking trash between us. That's on the Twitch stream. Well, thank you, Marex. Thank you, thank you. But it's been a while, so a couple of weeks working on this thing. So I hope it's worth it. And now you are all going to watch me doing some rings. That's my favorite part of this sculpt. Repetitive tasks of sculpting. Oh, what the hell? Don't apologize, son. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, I don't feel sad at all. You know, one of the things that it's weird about that English is not my main language is that it 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 it's quite hard to grasp at the beginning, um, jokes. So when you start to grasp jokes and you start making jokes, I think you have come quite long. I mean, you have advanced more as a person, and you start to cracking jokes in other languages. Marek Rex asked if I sculpt in real life. Well, I what do you mean, like clay? I no, I actually do not sculpt in clay in real life. I actually do some woodwork. I use power tools. A Dremel. I use a Dremel to sculpt in. Well, not sculpting, but you know, in wood, and I do that sometimes. But the thing is, it hurts your hands like a lot. So I don't do that often. And I sculpted like I mean in woodworking. I did like it was a piece of wood here at home. It has a lot of trees and some traditional art. I mean, like it's not an alien. It's just how do you call that? It's an ox cart and a few traditional or trees from here, Costa Rica, and a bird. I did it like it was like a coat of arms, but but it's not. So it looks very inoffensive. Steady hand. Well, I used to not have that. Actually, my hands shake a lot if when I write, when I use a pen. If when I start to hold the pen very, or I think I'm holding it very steady, my hand shakes. That that has happened my whole life. It's not like I have a motor problem. It's just like I use a lot of strength when I try to hold the pen and my hand shakes. So yeah. Um, Henry, he's missing the combo. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if Henry is still here. I don't see him. Um, What? The physical art medium is so lost here. Lady, please. I feel kind of offended. Um, I use pen and paper. I still draw sometimes. The physical museum is my thing still, you know. I don't know what to add here. There is, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what I can do here. I could just do this, like trying to, I don't know. Oh, missing rings here. Mm, Gotta get back to work. Okay, bye, Swan. Is the space jockey for driving the spaceship? Says Marx. Well, I think I was actually thinking about that the last time I was sculpting space jockey, because at least from Prometheus, where the engineer suits up in this weird contraption. Um, I think the whole device, this weird command like pilot thingy, it's weird because it doesn't have an interface, or it doesn't look to have like a visual interface like we used to have, like a monitor or a screen or something like that. So what I'm thinking is that this suit is kind of like VR. So that's weird that I'm sculpting this uh, kind of VR thingy inside VR, because he suits up in this thing, and since the there is no screen or discernible um, interface, I think when you suit up, you become the ship, so you can see uh, uh, what's outside, what is outside the ship, like if you are the ship. So that's a weird concept, because I've never heard someone talking about the this thing to be like an interface to the ship itself. The most uh, closed thing I can think of being related to this concept is in Battlestar Galactica, where the new series, where from the 2003 series, where the Silence, they had um, the ships were alive, the small silent ships were alive, and the big ships were controlled by an independent Cylon that was in a pool, and they they speak nonsense, because they are not uh, bodies to interact with other humans. They are full bodies in charge of controlling the ship. So they say nonsense like uh, door open, or they mumble words. So, but this is different. This is a person taking control of the ship. Yes, I saw that movie as well, but I can't remember that much. I don't speak English in real life as well. Where are you from, Marek? I am from Costa Rica. I speak Spanish. I forgot what I was sculpting. What was I sculpting? I forgot. I, I forgot what I was doing. I was talking a lot. Oh yeah, I saved and I started to talk. Yeah, that was what happened. I don't know if I wanted to add more detail here in the back. Thanks, Abby. Um, thank you, thank you. When I decided to make this, I was very hesitant because it is a real complex being, and I didn't know. I was not sure where to start, so I just started placing material everywhere, so until something looked like this this thing. So that's weird because I was not sure if this was going to work, but it seems it does. I am from the Mars. I speak Martian. Ah, that's great, Marex. Does that mean that I know you and you are um, using a fake name to try to avoid me? Oh, this looks weird on the inside. I need to fill this. I think I need to fill this. No, it's okay. Um, let's grab this image. See if I can add more detail over here. This face is totally different to this one. The original Alien, in the original Alien movie, there is a hole in here because the alien burst from this alien. So that's very different. So what am I going to do here? Oh. I think, okay, let's move this over here. You come here. Probably I was trying to copy more this one than this down below. So yeah, so this as a whole over here. I'm joking, Marex. I'm joking. I'm just. It's weird that you say that you're from Mars when you obviously are not from Mars. What's my YouTube channel name? You can look for me by my full real human name from Earth, Sebastian Sanabria, or you can search for my nick, but it's not it's not the same. In it, it's one of the only two social networks where I don't have the name Absolute full there, but it's quite similar. It's Absolute, and you add at the end a C and an N and R, Absolute CR, and that's the nick on YouTube. Or probably the easy way could be, I don't know if I have you on Facebook, right? Yeah, I have you on Facebook. If you find one of my videos, you can. It's a segue to my channel, of course. This shape here is weird, man. Are you going to look for Henry there? To see if you can bring him back here to Twitch? Marx, I can't remember whether I saw this in a movie or not. It's on the first Alien movie. It's just like a couple of minutes, and that's all. And in Prometheus, it's nearly the end at nearly the end of the movie, and until just like a couple of minutes. Is the jockey that the engineer right after he was awake? Yes, he suits up into this weird suit contraption, and that's the way he flies the ship. Oh, look, there's a hole in here. This is weird. It's 11 o'clock here. $11, 11 and 10 minutes. 10 after the hour. Okay, Zabi, bye. I don't know if I am going to stay longer too, so because I have to think about this piece over here. How to do it properly. And I don't know. I currently don't know how to do that. So I think that I have to pre-build a couple of pieces. I mean, yeah, I could. I'll have to separate all the pieces because 3 tubes are here. This one with rings. That's 2. There are simple tubes, and there is like streamlined ring around it. Is it just that? I mean, these tubes, and this weird, and this here. It's like kind of a triangle with 2 tubes on top, and there are the concentric rings, and yeah, well, I can sculpt this one, just that one. That's what I'm going to do right now, and then I go to sleep. So a new layer, that's what I want to say. New layer. Layer 1. No. This. Alright, 2 tubes. So this thing, and probably angle snap. Probably not. How big? It's as big as compared to what? It's bigger than under this. Yeah, like this. So I could do this, and then no 15. This is the problem with 15 angle. this, and then, oh boy. Come on. Barely stupid. Oh, is the mirror active? Yeah. It has 4 of those. And it has it looks fine. And okay, there are 4, so just copy it and rotate it a bit, and that's it. Taking long to save. Oh, I don't know if I continue this tomorrow. I have to make a video. I don't know. It should be quick. Duplicate and manipulation, rotation. This should be like this, and this one is sort of like this, and they both are like not centered for some reason. Where's the axis? There it is. It kind of goes like this, but not something. Rotation. Rotation. Okay. And so okay, I'm gonna end the stream right now. I don't know who is left, but thanks everyone for watching. I don't know if I'll continue this tomorrow, but there is a good chance I will. So that's it, and I'm closing this. Okay, bye. Bye, everybody.